I am standing within virtual reality. Here's my hands, as you can see. On the right side, if I go like that, I've got that home button. I can pinch it. Here's my applications, recents app, my notifications, and my quick settings right here. All right, guys, so what we have here is we have the Samsung Galaxy XR in the house. In this video, we're going to do an unboxing and do a first impressions of this product. Now, Galaxy XR is Samsung's virtual reality headset, and the price is $1,799. And I do want to let you know that XR stands for extended reality. All right, so let's dive in and unbox it right away. Now, after I do the unboxing, I'm going to obviously turn this on. I'm going to show you guys what I am seeing through the headset so you can get a look at the interface as well. All the basics of navigation, the apps that are available, the settings that are available. So all that stuff I'm going to show you guys after we do the unboxing. All right, so this is the positioning to unbox it. And all you do is you lift this box up, and there we have it. Project Muhan Galaxy XR. Now, we are going to look at the Galaxy XR in detail, but I do want to see what else is in the box, so let's continue. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to put it right over here for a second, and then I'm going to remove this cover, and underneath we have some boxes. So right over here we have the accessories, so let's lift this up. Oh, it opens up like a flap. All right, so here we have a couple accessories, and over here we have the power, so that's going to be the battery and the cables. So here's the battery that you put in your pocket that connects to your XR via wire. I'm going to show you all that stuff. There is a lens and cleaning cloth in this box right here. So I'm going to put that right over there. But you can see we have the cable, and we also have a power adapter, probably to charge the battery. So this cable is to charge the battery, but what connects the battery to the Galaxy XR? That is going to be this cable right over here at the bottom. So I'm going to show you all the mechanics of how that's going to work. Now, these over here are the cushion size adjusters, and these guys are light shields. We have left and right. So that's a lot of stuff in the box. But I do want to show you guys, there is one more thing over here. This is the forehead cushion. This sits on your forehead right here, and it is detachable, okay? Now, the reason this is detachable is because if you have a smaller head and you want to extend the forehead cushion, you can get one of these extenders, okay? So this is extender number one. It comes with its own cushion right there. And then this is the extender number two. It is a little bit larger than the other one, but basically this cushion belongs right here, okay? And then you can take the extender and you can put it right there, and that's gonna get you that extension if you have a smaller head. So we can keep that there for a second, and I do wanna show you guys on the front, you also have this protective cover. So if I look at the front right now, it says Samsung. We have this protective cover that you're going to remove. And of course, once I do that, which is right over here, it's going to reveal the front end of the Galaxy VR. You can see we have all these cameras and all these sensors in the front for virtual reality. And I mentioned the light shields. We have two of these guys. And I do want to let you know that is for blocking light. So once you put this over your head, and if you want to block outside light, you can see we have some magnets right here. So they will basically attach right here, just like that. Okay, it's precision fit, and that's gonna block the light. So both of them, same situation. So that is gonna block the light from here under the opening if you want. Okay, it's gonna be up to you. If you want a more immersive experience, you can have that to block light, as you can see, as this goes over your head. And here we have the two lenses, inside which we have two displays that you're going to look at. Alrighty, let's do a tour around the product and see what all these buttons and sensors are, and then we're going to continue. Meanwhile, I want to show you guys, I already plugged in the battery to the power source, so that is charging the battery right now. And again, this is the battery that's going to power this guy. So let's do a tour on this. Let me quickly show you the battery situation. So over here, we have a little battery connector. So what would happen is you would grab the included cable, this guy right here, that is going to attach right over here. Let's see how that happens. There we go. It clicks in place. All right. And then you follow this, and then this will plug in right over here once this battery bank is fully charged. So that's how the battery is going to power your device. And you're going to take this and you're going to put this in your pocket. That's why you have this battery cable extension. Obviously, you cannot carry this on your head. That's just extra weight and it's going to get a little bit hot. So you don't want that. So you want to keep that in your pocket. And that's why we have the cable. All right, so here we have it. We have the top view. So right over here, we have the top button. You'll be able to press this button to bring up the menu. You don't need to, but it's there. You can also use hand gestures. Over here, we have the volume rocker, increase, decrease volume. We have two exhaust fans, okay? Remember, this is a computing device. In here, you need to keep it cool. So we do have fans. These are the exhaust fans. We also have intake fans I want to show you in a second, but this is where the hot air comes out of. Now over here, we have a little port under this flap. It's a USB-C port, and that's going to allow you to connect this to an external monitor. It's not for battery. It is so that you can project what you're seeing through the lenses over here to an external monitor. Here we have the speaker components. This is not an actual speaker. I think it's the tweeters and the subwoofers here and here. I'm going to show you where the speakers are in a minute. Let's see if we have anything else here, and that's it. And we already talked about the forehead cushion, and this is the rear cushion right here. And this is the adjuster dial. Once you put this on your head, you use the dial. You can see it extends or retracts so it can snugly fit on your head. And because we have the cushions, it is going to be comfortable, okay? Now, at the bottom, we have speaker number 1 right here and speaker number 2 right here. Here we have the two lenses. Now, these are literally two ultra high resolution displays that you're going to look through, just so you know. And I'm going to put the stats on the screen. Here we have an intake fan number 1, intake fan number 2, number 3, and number 4. So we have 4 intake fans that bring in the cool air to cool the computing device. Now you can see we also have these tiny dots here. These are microphones. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 microphones on the bottom. And then there's one microphone right here, and then one on this side. And we also have a touch area. Okay, you can tap this to take certain functions when you have this on your head. And then we have the cameras. These are the tracking cameras. We have one at the bottom, and then we have 4 tracking cameras on the front. Now on the front, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 tracking cameras. We have pass-through cameras right over here. So it is loaded with sensors to track and also to see what's in front of you if you need to. All right, so I'm sitting in my studio over here, and I have this on my head now, and I have it tightened properly. It is sitting on my head, pretty snug. I can move it around like this. You're not going to do this, but I'm just showing you it is not going to go anywhere if you tighten it snugly. Don't tighten it too much. You don't want to put too much pressure on your head, obviously, but I have it lightly snug over here. It is sitting properly. We'll see how it goes if I have this on my head for hours and hours, but we're not going to do that today. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to now show you guys what I am seeing through the headset. Okay, so I'm seeing what's in front of me right now, and I've got some menu items. I can change the background. I can go to the settings. I just want to show you guys a basic high-level overview of what to expect when you put this on your head. Okay, but let's dive in and show you guys what I'm seeing through this headset. I also want to mention that I am using this with my glasses. You can see my glasses are in there, so it is working pretty fine with the glasses on. You can also buy lens inserts if you don't want to use your glasses for maximum immersiveness, but it is working with my glasses right now with no issues. So I do want to quickly let you know that as well. All right, guys, so here we are. I have a background set up. As you can see, these are my hands that are being tracked for my gestures. My actual hands are in front of me, but you're going to see a silhouette of my hands, okay? But that's how it's tracking. So let's start with something very simple. So right now I have this background set up. By the way, this is the see-through option, so you can see what's actually behind you. That's just my studio. But I want to show you guys real quick. If I go into my quick toggles, I can toggle the virtual environment on and off from here. So that's with the background and all that stuff. And I can look around just like this. Absolutely beautiful. So if I bring my right hand up and I twist it towards me, you can see we have the button that pops up, the home button. I tap it and I get my menu and also my apps. So over here we can go home. That's the home space, which is what you see in the background. Over here we have the Recents app, notifications, and quick settings. Notice how I'm using my hand as a pointer. So if I want to launch something, if I go to gallery, and if I want to actually launch it, I pinch my finger and it launches the gallery. Anything that's saved is going to show up right here. So I'm going to X that out real quick. And again, face towards me, the palm, pinch, here we go. I can also use the top button. So if I press the top button, it does the same thing. So let's go into the settings. I'm going to show you something really cool and go into the home environment right here. Again, look at how I'm using my hand. Okay, I can use any one of the hands, by the way. It doesn't have to be this one. Okay, so I'm going to go to the settings and look at how amazing this is. So I have these backgrounds that I can pick from. So look at this. Let's try this one. Let's do day and let's do apply. And now I have that background and you can see I can look everywhere to see that background. I'm going to close it, keep it this one. Here's my settings. We have the input methodologies right here. You can do controllers, virtual keyboard, physical keyboard, mouse, trackpad. All that can be connected via Bluetooth. We have the boundary. So if I go to my boundary, I can set the boundaries for the virtual reality. Here's my avatars. If you want to set avatars, connections, connected devices. Look at the way I'm scrolling up and down. So press the fingers up and down. Okay. So we have advanced features. Let's see what that is. Let's see what we have in the labs. If I go to my labs, I have the pass-through window. That's going to allow me to see through it. I'm not going to do that right now because I want you guys to see the interface. But let's see. Home environment right here again. And I can exit out Galaxy AI. We have location, accessibility. But these are my settings, okay? And one more thing I want to show you guys. If I bring my hand like this and twist it, if I press and hold, now I can access back, home, or recent. So I'm going to go to the home again. Let's see what's in here if I tap on the quick settings. Let's just swipe over. You can see we have all these options. Pretty amazing. Okay. Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. That's my brightness controller. Power off the device. If I tap this, I have restart or power off. I'm not going to do that. So let's do that again. Okay, let's go over here. Then we have the settings, and then we have the home environment. If I tap on this, like I said, we go into the menu, and we can pick these different backgrounds, which I really like. I mean, look at this. Really feels good, okay? I do feel some pressure on my eyes and my head a little bit. 30 minutes into it. So I'm not going to go into any apps right now because I did not set any one of these guys. But let's go to the maps and do a quick map tour to see what that is all about. By the way, this is the see-through option, so you can see what's actually behind you. That's just my studio. But I want to show you guys real quick. If I go into my quick toggles, I can toggle the virtual environment on and off from here. So that's with the background and all that stuff. But if I want to, let's see, go back to the quick toggles, I'm able to turn that off. So I like it this way, so I'm going to keep it like that, but I can turn that off anytime I want, and I can see what's behind me, no problem. Let's launch the Maps application. Let me bring up the stuff here. Let's go to Maps. I want to show you guys the immersive view on the map. So here's the maps. This is just the regular maps. We're going to click the immersive view. All right. And let's see what that looks like. Okay, so here's the map. And I can use both hands, as you can see. Move the map around. Here's United States. Let's go towards New York. Let's okay, so I'm gonna zoom out first. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna focus right there. we go. What's this? Tilt the planet down. There we go. Now I can look at it like this. As I zoom in and things clear up, you can see that's exactly what it's going to look like. Pretty neat. Okay, so right now we're going to exit that. So I'm going to go to my recents, and you can see I can X the maps out, and we're back in the regular maps. All right, so that's just a quick tour. I just want to give you guys basically the basics of navigation, the apps. We're going to make more videos about all these apps and all that stuff. But a very simple interface, but it gives you everything. Okay, you can watch YouTube videos and all that. If I go to YouTube, here's the application, and I can watch my YouTube videos right from here, as you can see. I'm not going to launch any one of these because it might have music soundtracks, and it might hit me with a copyright strike. But look at this. That's to close it. That's to resize it. Okay, so I can resize at the edge. And of course, let's see, I can move it like this. Obviously, I can have multiple windows. Let's resize that a little bit. And I can put it right there. And you can see, now I see it like that. So that's just a quick tour for you guys to see the inside of virtual reality. But here's my hands for tracking. All right. Pretty amazing so far. Okay. We'll make some more videos with some more details. All right. So that brings us to the end of this video. We were able to do an unboxing and do a first impressions, look at the software, the basics of navigation and all that stuff. So far, initially, I'm very impressed with what this product can do. Yes, the $1,800 price tag is a little bit steep, but do notice how much more cheaper it is than the Apple Vision Pro. And basically, it is a very premium product. Now, my concerns long-term are mostly going to be when you put this on your head, can you actually have it on your head for 2 hours or even more as you're watching movies and all that stuff? There was some pressure on my head after almost 1 hour of use. So I do recommend you take this off as you're using it and put it back on in intervals. But again, these things are different for everybody. Some people can probably maintain this on their heads for hours and hours, and some people can't. It's all going to be dependent on your nature, on your tolerance. But of course, we'll be making some more videos with some additional details about this product. But I do hope that you guys learn a few things from watching this initial unboxing and first impressions. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Drop them down below and let me know.